In the current world that we live in, it seems that there is a massive divide between the haves and have-nots. We see and hear about these people who start a business online and are able to make great money while being able to travel and live a life of freedom and adventure. But we are surrounded by the belief that this cannot be us. This dream life is only available for the 1% of people who are lucky enough to be able to do it. For the rest of us, we are to work within the confines of society's norms. Go to school, go to college, go to university, get a degree, and then get a job, and then devote 50 of your best years to working a 9 to 5 without even questioning why. I don't know about you, but I hate the sound of that plan. It has never been something I agree with, and I am finally confident in myself enough to actually test my theory that anyone could be that lucky 1%, as they are no different to me or you. In fact, today's video is covering exactly that. I've just reached 1,000 subscribers on YouTube and I'm leaving my full-time job to pursue entrepreneurship. I wanted to create this video as the foundation and the marker of the new chapter. I'm calling it, if anyone can, why not you? I've been lucky enough to meet a great bunch of other like-minded entrepreneurs on my journey so far, and I thought, why not hop on a call with these people and find out if there's something inherently special about them? Why is it that they are able to believe in themselves and pursue something more than the norm? I've watched many of these videos interviewing millionaire entrepreneurs, and my problem has always been that they are unrelatable, too big, too successful. So the guys today are all at the beginning of their journey making money online. We're in the new era that you can go for that millionaire status, or you can go for that comfortable 30k a year as a digital entrepreneur, being your own boss with the potential to scale infinitely if and when you decide to. I hope this can inspire and motivate anyone on the fence or surrounded by limited beliefs that there is opportunity right now. You just have to be brave enough to believe in yourself and take the risk. These guys are all at the beginning of their journey and are all doing completely different things, and make sure to watch to the end as I get the chance to speak with one of those super successful guys, Mr Reis, a rapidly growing 300,000 subscriber YouTuber and entrepreneur that is making $50,000 a month from his businesses, and he shares with me the secrets to his success. Spoiler alert, he is no different to us either. Gonna do a 1,000 subscriber special, so asking a load of online entrepreneurs that I've been blessed to meet, just a couple of questions, inspiration for other people at home, all the different opportunities that there are and all the different fields, and as you get to meet everyone, you'll realize that you can literally do anything online. So let's introduce you to the guys we're talking to today. Thanks for hopping on a call with me, Chris. I'm here with Greg.
My name's Leon.
My name is John Cole.
My name is Giorgio.
And then the final entrepreneur is Mr. Reis.
My yearly predicted revenue is at least $12 million.
Let's find out who these guys are and what they do. Tell me a bit about yourself and how we met each other.
Yes, so well, we met skydiving.
Yeah.
Actually a money sink, not a money earner. So
Yeah.
Online from skydiving. But I am a wedding videographer. I use the internet to gain sales and bookings in the local area, and I've been doing that for about 5 years.
My name's Greg. I'm from the UK. I went to university, studied engineering. And I realised towards the end of my degree, I didn't want to pursue engineering. I finished uni, about 9 months ago, and just went all in entrepreneurship. So I started a coaching consulting service, and that's when I met you a few months ago.
Yeah.
So I reached out to you, Johnny. I was looking to connect with other entrepreneurs, and I think I basically pitched you and said, hey, how would you feel about working with me for free for a few weeks?
Yeah.
We were like super open and down for it. And since then, we just kept in touch. We'll hop on calls, talk about life, business, and
yeah,
great, man. Here we are.
Yeah.
So my name's Leon. I'm 18 years old.
Yeah.
And I'm currently living in Lebanon. I teach people how to apply strategies on Instagram to gain a massive growth like I have. And how we've met each other is through Instagram, actually.
My name is John Cole. I'm 21 years old. I am from Essex County, New Jersey. Me and Johnny met on Twitter. I think we just became mutuals through investing in similar projects, and I think we just kind of resonated with each other's content, and we were like, we're two young guys that have similar ambitions, so we wanted to hop on a call and just become friends, because crypto Twitter is like the best place to meet friends with similar ambitions and goals, and I think that's how me and Johnny really connected.
So, my name is Giorgio. I'm from Italy, Rome, and I'm 19 years old, and we basically met through Instagram, just messaging. I remember you were responding on one of my stories, and then we just started connecting right there.
The moment that you make that first dollar online literally blows your mind and opens your eyes to a whole new world of opportunity. The next question is, when did you first make money online?
So I only got into entrepreneurship basically a year ago.
Yeah.
It took me about 6-7 months to start actually making money.
Yeah, yeah.
It's 2018, pretty much when I finished uni. I messed uni up, kind of. I passed, but didn't get any graduate jobs, so I needed some money fast.
Yeah.
So I used the internet to get some wedding bookings in.
Yeah, so the first time I made money online was through crypto. In the beginning of the COVID pandemic, my friends and I, we got into crypto, and the first dollar I made was from trading, basically. It was a good experience until we reached the bear market where we lost all the assets.
Oh, wow, that's a great question.
Yeah.
First dollar online must have been, it had to be late 2019 or 2020 when I first started investing in crypto. So, I've been researching crypto for a long time. I was a pretty sick kid, so I was home from school a lot. So I had a lot of free time. So I just would learn about crypto. And eventually, I came into a little bit of money. It was nothing. Like, I'm talking like, I had $300 and I thought I was rich. I put it into a coin. I think it was Kyber Network at the time. And it was like, 5 cents, and it had 3x, and I had turned my like $150 into like $500, and I was like, oh my god, this is the most money I've ever had in my life. I'm rich. I was like, but there's something with this right now.
Basically, I started making money online at the end of 2022. I've started applying all the knowledge and all the study I've done in the months prior. I've closed my first client, which also became like one of my main clients, and we also are working aside social media, so it was a very good opportunity for me.
Yeah.
So yeah.
The biggest worry when leaving a 9 to 5 is, will you make enough money, and how long will it take for you to make it? So I asked the following question. If you have, how long did it take to make your first 1K online?
From starting entrepreneurship, it took me 6-7 months.
Yeah.
I made a lot of mistakes. All the classic mistakes of like doing this, then quitting that because I wasn't seeing results, and doing this. And as soon as I stuck with one thing and started going all in, it took me about 3 to 4 months.
Yeah, this is kind of an easy one because the wedding videography is quite fairly big ticket. It's like $1,850.
Yeah.
So pretty much as soon as I made a sale. Same year,
Oh, that's sick.
Yeah.
So you went straight in and just start instantly.
Yeah, straight in and went straight to strip club, man.
Yeah. Make it rain.
For me to hit my first 1K per month took me around 2 months.
2 months.
And I remember making my first $150 more than my first $1,000 because I think it was more of I was a lot of scalping, so like trying to build up my small account.
Yeah.
So I think like the first time I made like $300 on like $100, I couldn't believe it. That was me when I was like trading, and I was like, wow. But see, besides trading, so I might as well interject. I do a lot of marketing for crypto projects as well.
Yeah.
And I think that's more of an accomplishment of anything. And I also have my own business called Bit Business and LLC Crypto, and my first $1,000 for that was my first client, and that was a feeling that I'll never forget in my entire life. I had my first client and was able to provide a service and complete the order, and they were really satisfied and said, that was really easy. I'm like, thank you. I will never forget the feeling. It was mind blowing.
Okay, after 6 weeks, practically working, I've made my first K.
Yeah.
I've signed my first client maybe in 3 weeks. I spotted the right opportunity.
Yeah.
And I went for it,
Yeah, man. Another one of the people that have just started. So the answers to your questions are going to be really, really useful for other people who are looking at getting started, because you're not like right at the end. You're still at the first steps of your journey. As well, congratulations on landing your first client. I bet that's such an epic moment.
Thanks, bro. Yeah. I was very, very happy.
So if you're sitting there thinking, well, I don't have a skill right now and I don't know what to do, maybe take some inspiration from some of the stuff these guys are doing. Kind of covered the next one. What is it you do now, and when did you start?
Wedding videographer. So we go to the wedding and film, about 10 hours a day, the full day, and then make 5 to 7 minute wedding films as a result.
Yeah.
Keep forever.
So I'm a founder and CEO of Bit Business, and I started my last company, LLC Crypto, in 2021. Now it's Bit Business, and I have a co-founder named Arsh Jory. He's from 100 Days Ventures. It's a DeFi protocol as well.
Yeah.
So I'm doing that right now, trading, and that's basically it, man.
So I have an online consulting service where I basically work with entrepreneurs to implement systems in their business and their life to help keep them focused, disciplined, consistent, and basically make it unreasonable for them not to hit their goals.
What I do now is I go to university, majoring in economics and finance, and I also manage the side side hustle or the business, if you want to say it,
Yeah, yeah.
on Instagram. So
Yeah.
I coach people on how to grow their Instagram pages
Yeah.
and how to generate income from it, basically.
So what you're doing is that you're essentially doing your main university and then your Instagram business is your side hustle. That's it.
Yeah.
By the end of 2022, I've started practically on working and researching for clients within like the, I'd say, social media marketing
Yeah.
and management niche.
Yeah, yeah. As you can see, there's so many opportunities of doing different things online. And I don't mean to knock a 9 to 5. I just don't personally want that route for myself. And I asked these guys why they choose that also. What made you want to start this and not go down the regular route of a 9 to 5?
I think I've always been fairly ambitious. And it's like, if I was being honest with myself about the sort of life that I want to live, you know, like I want to be living in Dubai 3 months of the year.
Yeah, right.
Cape Town, doing this.
Yeah.
I want to like climb some big mountains. Maybe I have to take 2 months of work. Maybe the expedition costs like 40K, whatever. And it's like a 9 to 5 just wouldn't be able to facilitate that.
Yeah.
So if I went down that route, it's almost like I would be giving up on those dreams and settling for less before I'd even given it a proper go.
Yeah.
At least it's where I know like there's still a chance I can make that happen.
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
Like I gave it a fucking good go, you know?
Yeah, I love that. There's no ceiling, is there, with entrepreneurship? Whereas 9 to 5, you're guaranteed, you got that safety net, I guess. Whereas this one, you could potentially snowball this, and then, like you say, you have that freedom to do whatever you want.
Yeah, I really hated uni. I didn't hate the lifestyle of it. I loved, living in accommodation and going out and all that.
Yeah, yeah.
The actual university product itself, I was really, really disappointed in. I thought it was a complete waste of time.
Yeah.
Unactionable. I studied something that I thought was business related. I studied international management.
Yeah.
I thought it was going to be this. It was always preached to me as these guys are the guys. These guys have all the answers. You're going to learn everything you need. And I just didn't feel that at all.
No.
I always wanted to run my own business because my parents did.
Yeah.
But initially my plan was to get a graduate job and kind of do that for a decade or so that I had some experience.
That's like a lot of people I have spoken to who went to university, and you expect it to be like these grandmasters who impart their knowledge on you, and then you find out you basically just push through a process and it's all like self-study, and the people there are just reading out. They're not like experts in the fields themselves.
I've seen how a 9 to 5 looks like. It looks like hell to me.
Yeah.
And what I like to do is basically work from home, have my desk, have my setup. As you can see, like on my room, this is like my work factory.
Yeah.
I don't need to be present at my job at 9 a.m. I can work as much as I can and produce money as much as I want. So it's the best thing to do, is work remotely and scale the businesses, own several businesses probably in the future.
Yeah, yeah.
And yeah, man, that's the goal.
I think a lot of people have that same mindset, isn't it? That you want to be your own boss. Location freedom, time freedom. If this sounds like you, then you can also do this. All these people aren't special and they aren't born with any other skills that you don't have. In fact, John Cole's situation is probably worse than the majority of people's. What made you want to start this and not go down the regular route of a 9 to 5?
Well, it's kind of messed up, but yeah, I got chronic pancreatitis, so I was diagnosed with that when I was 11, so I kind of grew up real fast, and I was like, shit, man, you're not going to be able to work a regular job because you're sick, and you're going to probably be in pain a lot.
Yeah.
So I tried alternative routes between making money, and I started watching YouTube videos on this stuff. And that inspired me to see other entrepreneurs and whatnot. I always knew I was going to do something. I didn't know what the hell it was going to be, and that's when I stumbled into crypto and actually was starting to see results from it. And I said, you know what, this is what it's going to be, and I became good at it. Like, I was never any good at anything, like I was never good at anything until crypto.
Yeah.
I really became good at crypto, and I just went on it full time, and I immersed myself, and I spent the last 3 or 4 years. It's my life, man. I'm always learning, always providing, and trying to go with the space. I was in college, just being a normal college student, but I had a lot of free time, and that's when I put all that free time into crypto, and that was the best decision that I've ever made in my life.
And you also don't have to have gone through some sort of hardship. You can just be like Giorgio.
I have to be honest, I was always kind of lazy person, I didn't want to go every day at 8 o'clock, at a restaurant or whatever, to start working for 7-8 hours and then go off for a minimum wage. The main concern for me was to start learning and developing also a high valuable skill. And so like serving tables at a restaurant wouldn't do anything good for me.
No.
So that was the first thing. The second thing was that I wanted more control over the work that I was doing and also over my time.
Yeah.
And yeah, so I just went for it.
I think the biggest thing holding people back from executing on plans and ideas that they have is the fear of the unknown and fear of failure. What was the hardest thing you had to overcome?
It was that things used to take a really, really long time.
Yeah.
When you're starting out, if you've never done anything before, things that take me 2 minutes now used to take me 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Because I had to just sit there and be stupid for a while. You have to fumble around.
Yeah, for sure.
As you mentioned before we started the call, the guitar in the background, when you're learning to play an instrument, you've got to be really, really bad at it for a while. You can't just pick up a song in 20 minutes. Once you know how to play notes, then it doesn't really matter what the tune is. You can adapt quite quickly. Yeah, it takes, I forget where this quote is from, but it takes 20 years to be an overnight success.
Yes, that's a great quote, yeah. Work hard and everyone thinks you're lucky.
Definitely weeks and months of just self-doubt.
Yes.
Especially in the beginning when you're not seeing results, you're not getting people on calls, you're not making money, and all these online gurus make it look so easy, like 30k in month 2, all this kind of thing. And then when you're not seeing results, it's like you're thinking to yourself, like, is there something wrong with me? Do I just suck at business?
Yeah.
Results, but then just still waking up the next day and just carrying on. So definitely overcoming like self-doubt in the beginning.
So the hardest thing I had to overcome was probably discipline. Like, it's all about the mindset. And you can like literally be the worst at a certain skill, but if you have the discipline to keep on outreaching, to keep on reaching out, learning more and improve yourself, then probably you make it. So yeah, it's all about the discipline, the mindset.
That's crazy, really. You're the third person to say that.
If you don't go to work, you get in trouble.
Yeah.
There's this very obvious reason to go to work.
Yeah.
You feel like it. When I'm here in my house and I work, when I'm not shooting weddings, I'm working from home. If I don't want to work, no one's going to tell me. Having the routine, and you have to be your own boss in a way, and that means that you have to discipline yourself as well.
You got to be doing it every single day. You got to grind. You got to be willing to make sacrifices for what you want, and you need to be able to fully believe in yourself. And it's not an easy task. Like, it's really not. So if you're going through it, it's good for you, man. And I hope if you listen to this, I hope you get through it. And just never give up. That's the main thing. And stay consistent. I actually I figured I should just talk to this yesterday. So I just met the guy who won the Time 2023 Entrepreneur of the Year yesterday.
Yeah.
At this event that I was at. And he invented something that can pull water out of the air and basically make like alkaline water out of just basically air. And I was just like, wow, like it's literally just and he was telling me about a story, and he worked for 11 years. Every single day he moved to China from the States in order to make his dream come true, and that was super inspiring to me.
I don't know, honestly, bro, I went like I didn't have like the big struggle, maybe I'd say learning.
Yeah.
You just need lots of time. Yeah. Learning was the hardest part.
Just like actually getting an understanding of what social media marketing entails and sales and everything, and building up your core skills so then you can provide that. So everyone has to start somewhere, and it's important to ask these people who are in a position where you want to go what tips they have, what advice they have, so you can learn from them. What are the 3 things that helped you the most when you started?
First of all, I gotta say personal mentors.
Yes.
Probably books.
Yeah.
To always keep enriching the knowledge and the consistency.
Routine for sure.
Yeah.
When you have a job, if you don't go to work, you get in trouble. YouTube having almost all the answers, creators like you, just not needing to rely on some kind of mentor. And also just my foxhole, just the people that are in it with me. I've really, really worked hard over the last 5 years that I've been doing this kind of stuff to make sure that the only people in my life are people who have a similar work ethic.
Yes.
And understand what my objective is, even if their objective is different. Having those people you can count on and support on it. Very few.
Yeah, no, it's the truth, isn't it? And it's like, shout out David Goggins for letting me know about this idea of the foxhole, that fight formation. It's like, you got to have like some hardcore people who are on the same path as you.
The first one was definitely zooming out and looking at the bigger picture and the long-term game that I'm trying to play. I said to myself when I started entrepreneurship, I said, even if it takes me a year to start making 2 or 3K a month to get to the same point where I would be in a 9 to 5, like I'm okay with that. Like I'm okay with taking a step back, playing the longer game, and because I know it will play out in my favor in 3, 5, 10 years time.
Yeah.
The second thing is to take action, because I was at a point that I was just reading and, keep learning on learning. And even though it's good, if you don't take action, you won't do you will be
I
stuck.
kind of just decided to say, like, fuck it. I don't really care what people think anymore. I'm just going to start putting myself out there, putting out content, even if it sucks. Just getting in touch with people, reaching out to people. Just decided to just start taking action and not care what other people think as much.
Yeah, that's really, really crucial, I think.
Yeah.
That day that you decide, right, I don't care about that judgment, is like that day where you just leveled up.
The third thing that's helped me is reaching out and connecting with other entrepreneurs like yourself, Johnny.
Yeah.
When we hop on calls, I'll see you grinding, editing at 5 a.m. on a Sunday. We'll hop on calls, talking about business, and it's motivating, and it makes me feel like, I'm not going through it myself, basically.
Yeah.
Being in touch and contact with other entrepreneurs who are at a similar level and on a similar path to you.
Yeah, for sure.
That's really been super helpful for me as well.
One of the reasons why I thought making this video so useful. It's so motivating, like same for me when I see you. I can see the business model and I just know the commitment and the time, bro, you're going to be going on those 40k expeditions. I can see it. Starting is always the hardest part, so I asked this question. If you were to start again today from zero, what is the number one piece of advice that you would give?
Make everything your fault.
This is a sick one, yeah.
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 Make everything your fault, because if something's gone wrong,
Mm-hmm.
and it was your fault, you can then go through and fix it. If it was someone else's, then you're a victim, and what you're going to do, just go through your whole life and, oh well, I couldn't do that because he did that or she did that.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, no, that's such a great one. Accountability for everything you do.
The thing would be is to learn a skill, just be a master at it, become the best at it. Don't try and learn several skills at the same time. Just put your focus on one skill.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, that's a really piece of sound advice. I think a lot of people when they start, they see all these different sort of business models that they can try.
Yeah.
And then you're there like, I want to do this. Then like 2 weeks later, you're like, I want to do that. And then you end up just doing nothing really. Yeah, like a jack of all trades and a master of none.
Yeah.
If you were to start again today from zero, what is the number one piece of advice you would give either to yourself or someone else going into your field?
I'm going to quote Leila Hormozi here, and she talks about failure by action is a lot better than failure by inaction. So when I first started out, I feel like a lot of people go through this. They're like thinking and analysing and basically just procrastinating and not actually getting things done. Whereas it's better to just start taking action. Right? If you've got an idea, just put content out. It doesn't matter if it sucks. Just start talking to people, start trying to hop on calls with people, work for free. As long as you're just taking action and moving forward every day, even if you're going to adjust and change your path, but at least you're taking action and like learning things rather than just not taking action and you don't learn anything other than you should have done something.
If you were to start again today from zero, what is the number one piece of advice that you'd give yourself, like give younger John Cole, sat there, crypto markets pumping, like what would you say?
I would say you don't always need to be in the market. That was one of the harder things that I learned. I've learned that getting more experience as a trader. I would say you need to learn that just patience is actually more key. Timing the market's probably more important than always being in the market. And I would say, like, honestly, I wouldn't say much different. Like, I would say be a little bit nicer to yourself. I wish I had gone to the gym like last year. I started like 3 months ago.
Yeah.
I just didn't really take as much care of myself as I would. So I'd say take better care of yourself and be out of the market sometimes.
Yeah, bro, that's sick. That's such two good bits of advice. One for crypto, one for just general. I'm also buzzing to hear that you're smashing the gym. Gotta keep up with your progress, bro.
Let me keep it simple. Okay,
Yeah.
The first thing is educate yourself and start with your strong points rather than learn something completely different from your talents or whatever.
Yeah.
Can be easier, to use your strong point. And secondly, try and understand how can you provide value on a certain market for certain businesses or freelancers, but analyze your current situation. If you are 16, 17, 18, 19, like I am, I didn't start going to a big business and selling my, social media marketing service for 5K a month. That doesn't work. You have to scale up a little bit. You have to, maybe find that guy that you knew since you were little that has a store behind your house and start getting in contact with these businessmen, because from the small businesses and activities, you can learn many things.
Yeah, bro. So the question in finance that everyone wants to ask, if you wanted to inspire / motivate people doing it, do you want to give like an average ballpark of income?
For the wedding videography business alone.
Yeah.
I have a corporate stuff video company as well.
Yeah.
That I do bits on the side for as well.
Yeah.
But you know, the most popular package is 1850, and we try to book about 30 weddings a year.
Yeah. Sweet.
So whatever that is.
Yeah, class. I think this has been literally like so much better than I thought. I also feel like me and you have literally got like very similar mindsets.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah. So like
we definitely read the same books.
Yeah, for sure. Estimated ballpark would be over like 12 months, and like, what's your goal?
My next goal, I want to be hitting 10k months consistently.
Yeah, bro.
This year, man. So,
yeah.
But then it's just, I look at it as just a stepping stone. Like,
yeah,
I'm really going for that 100k month. I know I'm just getting started.
Yeah.
I'm looking at the 100k month and thinking, right, what do I have to do to get there? And then I know 10k is just, it's just a stepping stone, man.
Yeah, for sure. People, it's possible. Entrepreneurship's right here. You just got to believe in yourself and that, like, go after it. What is like a ballpark estimated revenue for an 18-year-old doing it as a side hustle, do you think, for the year?
Probably my goal would be around 10k.
Yeah.
Because I've like divided my life into phases. And this is like the first phase. It's all about gaining knowledge, gaining strong foundations.
Yeah.
I don't really care about the money right now. So
yeah,
like 10k would be the goal before I hit 19. And later on, we'll see what we'll gain.
Yeah, bro, that's sick. That's literally been the common thing with everyone, is that sort of 10k and building that knowledge, that skill, that foundation, and then scale it up.
Well, when I was 19, to put it in perspective, at 18, I had never had $10,000 in my fucking bank account, excuse my language.
Yeah.
At 19, I had $250,000.
Yeah.
And then I had businesses at 20, generating me revenue. So my revenue is, I did over 6 figures in revenue myself last year.
Yeah.
My business, we did under 6 figures in revenue, but I did over 6 figures last year at 20, and it's pretty crazy, to be honest with you.
Yeah, that's nuts, right?
Not having a lot of money 3 years ago when I started college. I mean, if you want a bit of inspiration, guys, I was eating fucking salami sandwiches on hot dog buns my freshman year to save money so I could invest in cryptocurrency. And I'll never forget that. Like, the one thing that I've learned is it's really not about revenue. It's more about helping people. And I don't really care about money. I feel like if I want to inspire somebody, I want them to learn that you should be able to help somebody and provide value. And if you can do that, it's really satisfying.
One final question, bro, is that obviously you've just started, so I won't be able to sort of do like an estimate of revenue. So I'll go through, what is your goal for 2023? What do you want to start, or 2024? What do you want to start making?
Oh, okay. Like, we're talking about numbers? Or...
Yeah. Like, like estimated revenue, what's your goal?
I don't know. I'd say like 50K.
50K? Yeah, bro, that's... 50K, And like now with like the new age of online entrepreneurship, that's like a very realistic thing that you could do, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's potentially like 4 1K clients a month.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, which sounds crazy, but like, yeah. So after talking to the fellow entrepreneurs at the beginning of their journey, it was time to speak to a successful entrepreneur who's already at where we want to be, and he was generous enough to give me some of his time. So these are the things he had to say. Hopefully we can take some inspiration and knowledge from him. Mr Reis, a rapidly growing 300,000 subscriber YouTuber and entrepreneur that is making $50,000 a month from his businesses, and he shares with me the secrets to his success.
So right now I'm on a mission to gather 10 million entrepreneurs, and I want to help every single one of them live the life that they want to live.
Just a quick introduction of your age, name, and where you're from.
So I was born in Brazil, and I went to Italy when I was really young, and from there I went to the UK. The reason I went to Italy is because my mom is Brazilian, my dad's Italian, and all of us went to live in the UK. I grew up there, went to school, then I went to Brazil I went back to Brazil when I was like a teenager, 13, 14 years old. And I stayed there until I was like 19, 20. That's when I went back to the UK.
Okay,
That was actually when my other business that I had, like a software, airsoft business, I was selling like airsoft BB guns online.
Oh, sick, yeah.
Brazil.
Yeah.
And that's that business went under. I completely failed.
Right, okay.
I went to the UK, had to take on a job like delivering pizzas, doing Deliveroo, and Domino's. I was doing both at the same time.
Oh, wow.
To make some money.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I was studying and learning the YouTube craft on the side while doing all those jobs.
Yeah.
Literally for about 2 years. And I'm 27 years old.
Yeah.
And that's me.
That's such an amazing story. It's awesome to hear. I'd love to obviously jump in and tell a bit about me, but I want to make this about you because I think this would be super inspiring for the video.
Thank you, man.
When did you first make money online? Like, when was the first time you realized this was actually a possibility to do this?
So what really opened my eyes, just like I explained in this video that I told you I was watching right now.
Yeah.
When I was like 2009, I made my first video. That first video was how to hack a game that Facebook had. Was like you planted like trees and things. I forgot the name of the game. I don't remember.
Like Farmville or something.
Yeah, it's a Farmville.
Yeah.
How to hack Farmville. That video got 800,000 views. And then the next video that I made got like 9,000. And the next one got 192,000 views. I still have those videos up on my YouTube channel. The first one from Farmville got removed. Yeah. But that was able to get me to monetize my channel. And I was living in Brazil back then. And I received the first paycheck from Google of $127 or something. Yeah. I was living, bro, 13, 14 years old. That was the first ever time I made money online. And when I received a check, I didn't even know what it was. I didn't know you could monetize a YouTube channel. So that was when I opened my eyes. Yeah. That was the first time. That's
so sick. That's such a cool story. It wasn't like purposely doing YouTube to make money. It was like one of those where you just had something cool that you've learned and you wanted to share it with people and it just blew up and made you first check.
Yeah. After that, I started doing like tech channels. I started telling people how like format your computers, don't lose your drives, all that kind of stuff.
Was that like to monetize as well? Was that just something purely because you're interested in?
No, that was purely because I was interested in. But I also knew from then on that I could also make money from YouTube, which is really, really good.
Yeah.
When I converted the currency from dollar to the currency in Brazil, it was like 5 times more.
Yeah.
So it's crazy.
Early teens as well. So you were just there like, whoa, I've cracked the code.
Blown away, bro.
Yeah, for sure. What is it that you do now, and when did you start? So you kind of briefly covered it, but...
So right now I'm on a mission to gather 10 million entrepreneurs, and I want to help every single one of them live the life that they want to live, the way they want to live it. I was born in a very poor country, bro, and I know what it's like to come from absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
And I believe everyone can do it. If I could do it, I'm no genius. I'm not a genius, and I believe anyone can do the same. And I know that because I've helped many people do the same. And right now I have everything that I do ties up into that mission. My YouTube channel, I teach people how to make money doing simple side hustles, like quick money, not an official business, but it's a side hustle. You can make money doing them.
Yeah.
And from then on, I try to drive people to a official business, which is Pro University. I'm still launching the courses. I'm going to launch a lot of courses that are going to teach people how to build what I call freedom businesses that you can operate from anywhere in the world.
Yeah.
Right. And from that, I also am going to launch my agency now, which is Reis Media, which I'm going to do all of the heavy lifting for everyone. I'm going to leverage the team that I have right now and all of the people that I know to be able to execute on the same thing for a lot of people for a very, very cheap price.
Right, okay.
And I have Pro University, the YouTube channel, and the agency.
That's epic.
And I have some other stuff all in the UK. Yeah. I also rent vehicles in the UK and some other stuff. But that's like a $5,000 a month income, something like that.
Yeah. Dope. So like the main, that's so cool that you've got like one core goal and then everything's like building towards that fundamental of, what is it, 1 million entrepreneurs?
10.
Oh, crazy.
10-year goal. So when you have like a goal and a mission, you know what you're doing. So you know who you're targeting. That's so important. A lot of people don't know what they're doing. It's important for you to know as well as you're starting out right now.
Yeah.
Once you jot down what that you actually want, then every single step that you take is going to be directed towards that thing. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Every single product that you build, business that you build is going to be tied up to that.
To that end goal. And that helps you sort of stay driven and everything. I'll definitely be one of those entrepreneurs as one of those 10 million. Sign me up.
Yeah.
Okay.
I hope you become really successful. Me being on this call today is on my mission to help small people, small business owners, small entrepreneurs that want to grow. And since I saw that you have a YouTube channel, how would it be fitting my dream, my mission, if I didn't hop on a call with you or answer your comments? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, and I'm in that demographic of your goal, and I really appreciate it. I have the same sort of dreams and goals in the sense that I believe that anyone can do it. I've just not proven it yet, so once I can prove it, hopefully people start believing it. But yeah, for sure, this is why like having someone who's actually done it is going to be epic. What made you want to start this and not go down the regular route of a 9 to 5?
So when I was a young kid, very young, at 14 years old, I'd already had my YouTube channel and made like my first bucks online. My dad wanted me to go to college and take a 9-to-5 job. I actually did take a 9-to-5 job for 3 months, and I hated it. It didn't pay me what I wanted, so I just quit the job. And I've always found ways to make money outside of a 9-to-5 job because I knew that it didn't pay well. It didn't pay as much as I wanted to make. Yeah. And I learned how to sell stuff, how to go to like Facebook Marketplace, get something for cheap, like a phone, and flip that. I learned how to do that at a young age, and I've always made a lot of money from it. In Brazil, I used to make like 5,000 a month in the Brazilian currency. I was 16 years old. That's when I moved out of my dad's house. I moved out of my dad's house at 16 years old. Yeah. I've always had like all of these side hustles. That's why I teach them now, because that's everything that I've always done, to be honest. YouTube now became my full-time business, but it started out as a side hustle.
So you literally would just say like, my time can be used better elsewhere, so why do I need a 9-to-5 when I'm making all this money? Yeah, that's sick.
When I used to ask my friends to hang out, they're like, bro, I have to work. Bro, I have to go to this, to do this work. I don't have time. I used to call them, let's go to the mall, let's do something, let's go to watch a movie, let's go eat something. Yeah. They're like, bro, I have to go to work. And from then on, I understood that people were like stuck in that little thing. Angel Tate Matrix.
So early on you sort of learned that like the time freedom is like massive, and then once you get caught in that sort of the matrix, you get trapped. It's hard to get out.
If you don't have money and you allow yourself to get sucked into that, you're fucked, bro. Seriously.
Because
get out.
Yeah, no, for sure, 100%. And like when people get like kids, mortgages, everything, it's like extra pressure, and you can't take that risk to sort of do that little bit at the start that when you're not earning anything. So, and what was the hardest thing that you had to overcome?
The hardest thing that I had to overcome is when I was really poor, people trying to stop me doing what I wanted to do. And poverty, bro. Yeah. Getting out of the environment that I was born in. When you're born into a poor environment, you're close to a lot of people that have a lot of limiting beliefs. They have zero faith. They don't have faith. They don't believe that you can get out of poverty. All I ever heard from everyone that was around me is that you were born poor, you're going to die poor, you can't change, the rich are evil. All those kind of things, I used to hear that when I was a kid. And the first thing that I had to do was move out of my dad's house to be able to start changing my mindset. I understood that the people around me were wrong, and it wasn't a problem with me like everyone else made it seem like it was. Does it make sense?
Yeah.
They all pointed at, I believe today that it was like an attempt to protect me. Because they don't believe I could do it. They believe that I was losing time, losing money, wasting time, wasting money. And I saw it differently. And, they were trying to protect me because they failed in life and they thought that I was going to fail as well. Yeah. So removing myself that environment was the hardest thing that I had to do, which I only, actually 100% did that about 3 or 4 years ago.
Yeah, that's massive, because a lot of people, like you said, it comes from a place of love. They might not be trying to put you down, but you have to get yourself out of that situation and those limiting beliefs and just truly back yourself and believe in yourself.
To be honest, right now, if you're not making like 5 to 10 grand a month, it's probably because of the people that you have around you right now. Just to be very honest with you, if people come to you with like gossip, all those kind of things, people that are around me today, they know that I'm kind of paranoid with the things that I see and hear and the people that are around me. I don't let anyone that I don't want to be around me doing shit that I don't want to see, because I know that if you expose yourself to that over and over, it becomes normal inside your mind. And if you see that, you're going to start doing it. Monkey see, monkey do. That phrase is really, really true. And the same thing is when someone comes to me with like limiting beliefs, gossip, conversations that I don't want to have, I just push them away. Yeah. Because I don't want that in.
Yeah, in the last couple of years, I've really found that as well. I think a lot of people are starting to realise that, like, they always say in these quotes and stuff, you are going to be the average of the 5 friends you spend the most time with. And I think that's so true. Your inner circle, David Goggins calls it the foxhole. The people that you've got around you constantly are the people that are going to end up either limiting you or pushing you towards your potential.
That's for sure. If you're going to be around those people, bro, it's better that you be alone. Trust me.
What is the best advice / guidance that you've been given?
I don't remember the best advice. But one of the people that I can trace almost all the things that I know back to is Russell Brunson. That guy is a genius. Yeah. In every sense of the word. he is really intelligent, man. I actually started making money online because of all of the things I learned from his courses, from his programs. And don't waste your time is the thing that I would say to every single person. If they ask me, what's one thing that you can tell them? Don't waste time. Stop wasting time. Stop hanging around losers, because that's what you're going to become if you do that. It's harsh when I say it like that, but it's just true, bro. It's the truth.
100% can see that. And Russell Brunson, yeah, I've like literally just got one of his books and I've just signed up to one of his courses. I'm learning about funnels and literally my mind is blown.
Do you know Alex Hormozi?
Yeah, I've literally got his book, yeah. I've started to work through it.
Most of the things that Alex Hormozi knows, he learned from Russell Brunson. He used to be a part of the mastermind from Russell Brunson. I actually knew Alex Hormozi like 4 years ago because I saw like Russell Brunson's mastermind.
Yeah.
I already knew who he was. So if that guy made hundreds of millions learning from Russell, you can imagine how much he knows.
He's like the mentor of Alex Hormozi, who's like this absolute entrepreneur god at the minute, isn't he?
Yeah, for sure.
If you were to start again today from zero, what is the one piece of advice that you'd pass on?
Would I start from experience? Would I know what I know today, or?
Yeah, so if you could like go back to your previous self, but or someone else who's starting now, what's like the one main thing that you'd say?
So there's two reasons why people don't make money when they start. The first reason is because they have a lot of limiting beliefs. The second one is because they don't know anything. So if I go back, I know a lot of things, and I can start making money tomorrow from nothing. But that's because I know a lot of things. But for someone that is starting out, they don't know how to do anything. What I can recommend is take 6 months to 12 months to hone your craft on something. Learn a specific skill that you can perform. If you don't have money, I would start trying to offer a service. Get into social media, because then you can gather attention and then you can generate free traffic. And then you can use that to leverage your other businesses. Either it's YouTube, TikTok. I would highly recommend YouTube because YouTube pays you money.
Yeah.
And it doesn't shrink. Something like TikTok that dies off. It's always growing, always growing.
Yeah.
I would learn something and apply it. If I had zero cash, I would offer a service like an agency, like I do. If you know how to do, you can start it with no money at all. You can just charge customers, hire someone to do the job for you. And then when the job is done, you pay the freelancer and then you keep the profit. So there's no risk.
Yeah, for sure. That's sick. That's such great advice. I think that's exactly what I'm going to be doing. Final one then to end it on, so a bit of like inspiration and motivation, because the rest of the interviews have all been like people right at the start of the journey. What's like the dream goal for all of us starting entrepreneurs? What would you say your like yearly predicted revenue would be?
So my yearly predicted revenue is at least $12 million. Right now, I don't make anywhere any close to that. But
yeah.
I make around 50 grand a month. But with this new business that I'm going to be launching, that's a business that's going to get me to $1 million a month.
Yeah.
And after that business, I already have a plan. So like I said in the beginning, everything that I do ties up to my first goal, which is helping the 10 million entrepreneurs.
Yeah.
And one thing that I'm building right now as we speak is a software that can help people do e-commerce. That every single course that I'm going to have in Pro University, that software is going to help people build those businesses. So when they get to know me through the YouTube channel, then they join Pro University, any of the courses, then they join the agency to get the service done for them. And if they still want to do the service by themselves, they can join the software. And the software is something that I plan to exit at least $1 billion, to be honest, in 10 years from now.
That's epic. That's such an epic way to round it off. So I'm going to go back to the drawing board and find that one goal that everything is a master plan that's working towards.
You won't know all these things. You won't know anything. All you have to know is what you want. What is your mission? That's why it's important when you start. Most people think, I don't know what to do, but you don't have to. You're going to find out when you start doing something. Just know what you want, know your mission, and every single thing is going to come from that.
So that was so good. Thank you very much for coming on. I feel like that's such an epic way to round it all off.
I'm really thankful for you speaking to me today.
I really massively appreciate it, and I'll definitely be following along. I'm in HU right now, but I'll cancel the subscription and I'll hop into Pro University and get in with you. So thanks very much for watching. Make sure to go follow all the guys that have been in the video, and thank you very much for coming on and taking your times out of your day. Make sure to subscribe to the channel, subscribe to their channels, links will be in description. I hope you guys have enjoyed the video, feeling inspired and ready to potentially join me on this journey of entrepreneurship in 2023 and onwards. I'll see you guys next week, your boys Konskis. Take the leap and don't look back.